a fuck, coming late, mine, smashing on the couch, on the floor, done. What?
So about a week or so ago, I went to the club down here for the first time. It's this place called Capri. Everybody goes there that works at Disney and does the DCP program or whatever, right? And I go there because one of the guys that I play basketball with is leaving soon. When I get there, before I even get to the actual place, when I'm in the parking lot with them and they're pre-gaming, I don't drink, I don't smoke, so I'm just standing off to the side. I began to really pay attention to how I was feeling. I began to really realize that I was already uncomfortable before I even entered a place full of people I didn't know. When I got to Capri and I was in those people-filled places, like when I tell you, like, there was nowhere for me to sit where I felt comfortable. And I finally found a table to sit at by myself, which wasn't hard because the inside is like an outside door area. There's like an outside area where everybody kind of mingles and you go inside and you can like eat and get your own drinks or whatever the case may be if you don't want to go to the bar outside. And I get out there and I'm just trying to mingle through people, but like I began to really pay attention to how I was feeling. And I began to really recall how my body language and the way I talked and the way I was acting and my mindset was when I got there. I often spoke on how anytime I enter a place it's like a party or a gathering, I think about everything else I could be doing that's better use of my time. And I realized how much of a stink meter that made me in the moment. One of the jokes that the guy that I was going to the function for, he made a joke was like, oh, he's like Batman, like he's super serious. And I never liked that joke. He said that joke multiple times and I never liked it. And it kind of hit me when he said that joke. I was like, damn, people just think I'm just uptight dude. Like I can't have fun. But the thing is, I can have fun. I'm a goofy goober, bro. Like, if you know me, I crack jokes a lot when I'm comfortable. The thing about it is that I can't seem to crack jokes around people I don't know, in large gatherings, anywhere that can spike my social anxiety. I'm not myself. And I realized maybe like a part of my introversion and a part of my introverted nature is from the fact that I have never tried to be myself around people who don't know me. I've never tried. I've never allowed myself to just flow and just be. Like, literally my muscles felt tight. I felt tense. I was tense the whole time I was there. I couldn't crack a smile. Like, I smiled for pictures, but I was forcing it hard. And like when I tell you, like I found myself enjoying some little small milliseconds of moments, but a lot of times I was trying to find a place to sit down and be on my phone. I sat on my phone and watched basketball videos for like 5 minutes, got up, went to go find my crew, got manhandled by the group of people that were walking around out there, and like it felt like there was a sea of people and I just couldn't find them for some reason. Like I was walking in circles for a minute. I found them, stood by them for a couple minutes, thought to myself, wow, this is lame. But really, it was just me looking at it like it was lame. It wasn't lame inherently. It was more so like my emotions and my feelings towards the environment was what made it lame. And my emotions and my feelings were more tied to the fact that I wasn't comfortable being myself in that moment. But I'm the only person who put that standard and stipulation on my behavior in that moment as well. But I begrudgingly and sort of like honestly doing it with a lack of accountability for myself was projecting onto the environment that it wasn't accepting me for who I was, and I wasn't even trying. Like I was kind of walking around with a leave me alone face. A random stranger who I've never talked to in my life stopped me and went, bro, you like you don't want to be here. And I've noticed I get that at parties a lot. When I'm at a gathering or a party, I get that a lot, bro. I don't understand. At first, I didn't understand what was it that was a gear inside me that caused me to be so like shelled up and balled up when I went to these parties. Looking back and understanding where I'm at now, after almost 2 weeks of not posting on YouTube, I kind of understand why I'm not allowing myself to live in these moments. And it's because of trauma. It really is just because of trauma, bro. I remember I talked about in a previous video about how like my childhood was me being alienated and isolated from a lot of kids. But there's a lot of other stuff that I went through in my childhood and in my teen years into my adulthood that have led me to believe that I just simply will never be the person that's extroverted or allowed to be themselves around certain people. And in a way, I've kind of created this sort of like rite of passage when it comes to getting to know me for certain people. Like, I'm not really going to be fully expressive. I'm going to be very reserved and quiet. And I've always chalked that up to me just being the way I am. But I realize this reserved, quiet nature doesn't stick when I'm around people who I'm comfortable with, or mainly when I'm alone. Why is that? It's only because I feel safe in these environments. But as I've said before, safety comes from confidence, especially when it comes to self-expression. And if I believe I'm unsafe in a crowd full of people who I don't know, then that just comes from a lack of confidence in myself to be myself in a crowd of people I don't know. How does this tie into my content creation on YouTube? I feel like there's a lot of ideas I have, but I haven't had the balls to execute them, if I'm going to be quite honest with you. It just comes down to a fear of being perceived a certain way. If you haven't tapped into my other social medias, then you guys probably don't know that I currently have reached a K on TikTok, and I've had a couple of TikToks do some pretty good numbers. But right now I'm in this quote niche where I'm just kind of like putting text of thoughts on a screen and letting the music and the vibe of the video do the work for me. And I've gotten a pretty good, decent audience from it, and I'm going to continue to do that because it's kind of refreshing for me to throw my thoughts on a page somewhere that are kind of like free-handed. But I have other ideas, like I'm making skits and just yapping videos and all types of stuff I want to do on my TikTok. But I'm putting myself in this box of expression because I believe I'm supposed to be under these certain stipulations because I haven't had the right to express myself so freely on a platform like TikTok, or really on any platform, honestly. It's kind of odd for me to believe that I have an audience of people who are really rocking with me for me, but I'm seeing that in real time, and I still am kind of like in this weird state of denial where I don't really want to admit to myself that I can express myself freely and be safe no matter what I'm doing, no matter what I'm posting. I've kind of began to envy these people around me who are kind of like going to these places and just acting a fool, right? Like, I see these people just expressing themselves freely, and I realize that I can't replicate that, or at least I think I can't. I'm beginning to understand that a part of my hesitance to live comes from this idea that I need to constantly hide. And I know I keep circling back to these points about hiding and being introverted and safety and isolation, but these are really things I'm truly struggling with. Like, these things are preventing me from being creative. I haven't posted any of my drawings or any of my art or any of my edits or any of my fits I haven't posted anything that's about me because I feel like I have to give people something to stay for. And like, it comes from this idea of constantly being hidden behind things that I consider that make me feel worthy of being talked to or being seen. One of the things I've been repeating since I've been here is that I only have made friends through basketball, but I've made it like that. I've made it to where I can only make friends through basketball. I haven't tried to branch out and make friends any other way. So in a way, I'm kind of damning myself to this constant loop of kind of like stagnation. Like, I get to this cliff of where I'm about to do something. I'm about to go the extra mile. I'm about to go do this. I'm about to go do that. But then I stop because I think I'm not ready enough. I don't think I'm fit enough. I don't think I have enough hair or enough shoes or enough shirts to, like, I just come up with all these bullshit excuses, bro. Like, just something to come up, just coming up with stuff, just making up stuff, like just throwing stuff out there. And if I'm being honest, like, introvertedness isn't exactly a curse for me, but it's been sort of like this stagnant way of life where I believe I've honestly outgrown this identity of me being quiet and reserved. Like, in my journal, I have so many different things I have written down in this book, bro. In this book, I have so many different things written down, guys. Like, this book that I have, this journal, this is my journal. Okay, I write in this book very often. I have a very vivid description of the person I want to be on my platforms in the near future, but I never act on those words because I keep talking about it as if I can't do it because I don't have something yet. And it's funny because everything I say I don't have in that book is something materialistic. It has nothing to do with like intrinsic. Like, everything I've written down subconsciously has been like, I don't have enough baggy jeans, so I'm not confident enough to go on my TikTok and post fit of the day. I don't have enough shoes, so I can't make the fits I want, so I can't provide unique taste to an audience in an oversaturated market. Like, I'm coming up with all these excuses that's not be creative. Like, I have all the time in the world to edit and draw. I haven't drawn or edited anything in these past 2 weeks nearly. I've just been posting TikToks. and trying to figure out what I want to do with my platform, and trying to figure out so many different things. To be honest with you, I've been trying to be more of a content creator than just a creator, and that's the issue. And I haven't really been authentic and real about that, which is the reason why I'm uploading this video. This is the first video I'm ever gonna make back, and I wanted to be honest with y'all and be vulnerable, bro, because you deserve that. And I feel like it'd be dishonest, and it wouldn't be me for me to make a product, I guess, and kind of like force myself to make a video that's like not really me sharing my honest thoughts and my honest struggles as somebody who is trying to make an authentic audience. I'm really just trying to build something for myself and for you guys. I understand. A lot of people came from the Love is the Island of the PsyOp video, and I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. I did not make that video with the intent to be right, with the intent to become a yap or a commentary channel. That's not what I want the channel to be. If you read the description of the channel, this is a real spill documentary. Okay, I might talk about some things that might blow up on the algorithm, but I don't care. I'm here documenting my life and my progress into the man I want to be, into the content creator I want to be. We gonna figure this shit out in real time. I refuse to be like boxed in by these thoughts or by the algorithm because I posted a video that did well under certain stipulations. And maybe that's arrogance, but my arrogance is bliss. I don't care. But I said all that to say, basically, like, from now on the channel, we're not just gonna be in the field. We're not just gonna be in a room talking about something. I'm gonna just start showing y'all stuff, bro. Showing y'all everything. I don't have all my drawing stuff on me, but next vid, which is gonna be coming out the next day at 6 p.m. by the way. Okay, I'm gonna start recording regularly. I am going to start showing y'all everything, bro. I've been kind of like hiding a lot of stuff from people when it comes to content, when it comes to like everything that I'm about. I haven't been showing y'all everything. I've been showing y'all my art. I haven't been showing y'all my edits. I haven't been showing y'all my clothes. I haven't been showing you anything. You just know me as this philosophical YouTuber content creator. By the way, I don't claim that. Somebody on my Love Island side video commented, "Oh, you were so close, but you think you're a cut above the rest." I was like, bro, I never claimed to be a cut above the rest. What are you talking about? Like, what? Like, I want y'all to understand, bro. I'm not a commentary YouTuber. I'm not a philosophical YouTuber. I'm not no niche yapper commentator. I'm not none of these things. I'm just swag. Whatever you want to attribute to me is what you attribute to me. But to be honest with you, all my platforms are just documentation. Me personally, I'm trying to find myself through my creativity, and I feel like over time I will figure that out. But right now, we figuring it out, and we just gonna figure it out in real time. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, that's just me though. Oh, and you thought you were gonna leave this video without me thanking y'all for 5 mother flipping K? Y'all is crazy, bro. 5K. I was going and I got 5K. I was like, bro, that's not. I don't even deserve that for real. Okay, so from now on, every milestone I hit can only count for me personally if I've been posting consistently up to 3 days before the milestone hits. So next milestone, we on the road to 10K, man. I plan on getting 5,000 more 2 swaggy motherfuckers, man. But hey, man, that's just me though. For real this time.